Hello and welcome to the Niue Stadium here in Cabramatta. It's a very damp afternoon here in Cabramatta. You can see both teams coming out onto the field. Just the rain has not stopped for about the last hour or so. And it'll be interesting to see what type of football we get underway here very soon. We'll be standing by very shortly for the national anthems. And it's a very warm welcome here in the box with Aaron McDonald.
Thank you very much.
It's always a pleasure to be inside days like today.
It's a much better place to sit right now, and hopefully I can camp here for most of the day.
There's a few puddles there in the background. Games got cancelled here and moved to Kellyville on, I believe it was the Monday. I've lost track of time of all the days. They're all rolling into one lately with this tournament. But the winner of this goes into the trophy final of the Emerging Nations World Championships. So get ready for the national anthems. So just waiting for the national anthems to start here. So it's a nice setup here at Cabramatta, except the rain has made things a bit miserable for the players there. A bit of renovation work going on over the background, but once we get underway, we should be in for some good wet weather football. It's very, very low. We could be in a soundproof booth here. I'm not sure if the national anthems are actually playing, so apologies if we're talking over the top. We can't hear a thing that's happening out of the ground.
And now we'll have the national anthem for Greece. Thank you. Let's go.
It's national anthems. So we can pick that up with the audio. It's very wet conditions here, so we're trying to keep all the equipment dry. So stand by for the Niue war cry. Boys have put on a good show in recent days doing this, so this is something to look at if you're streaming. Tuning in already. Right, Desmond, let's go Niue. Emerging Nations World Championships. Quickly go through the Greece team. At fullback got Lawrence Aranos. The wingers are Katsakonis and Margios. The centres are Zampatides and Stratus. The halves are Alex Aranos and Terzis. The front rowers are Bastos and Billy Sikaris. And at dummy half is Peter Mamazoulis. In the back row we've got Adam Vranos and George Sikarikis. And Jake Vranos is the lock forward. On the bench we've got Clinton Hughes, Giannis Rosaglo, Robert Tuliatu, Costa Katsadonis and Nathan Hughes. I'll go through the Niue team very shortly as we'll get this kick underway.
These first few minutes in this game are going to be very, very important. Niue like to get a roll on. If they can get that roll on early on in this game, then I think they're going to be a force.
So Sam Stratus kicks off. It's a shallow start. It's pretty much gone into no man's land. Niue get it, and they'll bring the ball up to the 20. So we'll go through the Niue team lineup now. At fullback got Latrell Shamakel. The wingers are Cyrus Payne and Justice Atateo. In the centres we've got Christian Ulakita and Tuki Jackson. The halves are Seb Lucy, also the co-captain. Eddie Paya is the halfback. In the forwards got Sione Tovo and Tamati Ulakita and Wes Lola. In the back row we've got Jacob Simona, Tristan Alvarado and Michael Filomena, also the co-captain. On the bench we've got Tamara Ringy, Kurt Bernard, Alex Saini, Isaiah Ikatuli and Hendrix Falau. As we see the kick go down to Margius, she has Stratus.
You can see already that Niue are playing a bit of a different game, kicking early rather than rolling through the middle there. Obviously the conditions today are going to play a big part in this game.
George Sikaris, the early start. I've got 3 games to call, and we've got the first mistake. It's the fumble from dummy half.
Yeah, very simple error, and I imagine Niue will be looking forward to taking advantage of this down in Greece's part of the field at this point in time.
Aaron McDonald, the coach of Malta, with us. Big game up next against Hungary. How much does the game plan change in wet conditions like this without giving too much away?
Oh no, I think wet weather football is obviously a very, very simple football, and I think today it's just about keeping control of the ball and trying to turn them around, make them come out of their part of the field.
So Lucy with the one-hand feed. So go through the line. Samoa, the first tackle for Niue in that pile of water.
He's been very dangerous over the last couple of games too, Samoa, so I expect him to be heavily involved today.
So they go the short side. He's the number 3, Ulakita. Be interesting to see if we'll be able to identify these jerseys after 80 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know whether the white ones are going to hold up too long.
So Paya finds Luisi. Goes out the back here, is going through the hands, and that one's just gone to ground. Jackson flicked it out the back, but the referee's ruled 6 to go. So it must have been a touch there from Greece.
And good to see Niue prepared to throw the ball around a bit too in this weather.
Here's Lolo. Where's Lolo in the jersey 10? Good metres there, getting inside the 10 metres. He's still going, Wes Lolo. That's a very good run. Brought down 2 metres short. Numbers both sides. They come to the short side. Luisi finds Schmeichel. Schmeichel's going for the corner. He's going to slide over. And Niue get the first try.
No. Got a little knock on here, I think you've seen the referee.
Well, the referee's picked up a knock on or a forward pass. Check it out here on the replay. Would have been that one. Oh, it's very hard to see. Maybe it come out, or we can see the ball on the ground there. Maybe it rolled out from Schmeichel. Anyway, Greece survived the first raid. So back underway. Good run there from Sikarikis, George Sikarikis. There's 2 in this Greece team. A couple of Hugheses, a couple of Vranos, a couple of Serranos as well, and we get the first penalty. So this will help Greece. Nice piggyback out of their territory.
certainly what you want early on when you're playing against Niue. If you can get out of your half and take away a bit of their sting in defence, it's certainly a good option for you.
So Sikarikas again gets Greece over halfway. Beautiful conditions in Windsor yesterday, and it's a complete turnaround here. The rain has just been coming down for just over an hour.
Yeah, it's quite amazing the difference. We trained last night in 29 degrees and beautiful weather, and come out here today, Cabramatta, and I dare say by 3 o'clock this afternoon there's going to be a fair few puddles out there.
Certainly will be. So Greece in a good position here. They go down the short side, and Zampatides has just been hit hard. Good defence over there from Hulakita. Here's Bastos, one of the local Greek players in this Greece national team. So they go back to Alex Arounas. He puts this high into the corner. It's a tester here for the wingers for Niue, but he's done well. Oh, he hasn't. He spilled it. Wait to see what the referee's going to rule here. He's going to call another knock on.
Against Greece, though, so I think Niue may end up with the ball here.
I thought Cyrus Payne had that one for all money. It's just slipped out. Greasy conditions. Maybe that was the first commentator's curse of the afternoon.
It certainly was a good set of sets by the Greek side.
So Malta met Niue in the first round, Aaron, and bit of a surprise packet, you'd say, in this tournament so far?
Yes and no. I mean, I think the size that they have and the power game that they use, they're very smart about how they play the game, and forwards like Lolo and Tovo, very, very good players who can get a nice roll on for them, and once they get that roll on, they're pretty hard to stop. So I think they certainly lived up to our expectations and took it to us, which was good, a nice challenge for us, and one that we hopefully learn from and take some good lessons out of it for the next few games.
It's a good touch finder on that far side. Anyway, opportunity to get into the Greece territory here on the first tackle. They do so.
This is where you might see some of that power game come through with Lola getting the ball now.
Big Wes Lola up to the 40. Set deep here on this right-hand side. It's Philomona. It's a pretty even start here from both teams. Luisi. Is this to Jackson? Tukey Jackson in the bright yellow boots. Hard man to put down. Luisi again. Runs across. Straight into Bastos. Also Tuliatu helping out in the tackle.
They've still got some numbers out to the left here if they decide to use it. So
it's the last tackle. They're going through the hands. Pay then puts it on the toe into the corner. Interesting here if it holds up, but no, it's going to go dead. It'll come out to the 20 for a restart. So, Aaron, how long have you been involved with the Maltese rugby league team? We'll quickly turn your attention to you boys. You're up next.
Yeah, probably just over a year now. Started about midway through last year with a couple of test towards into last year, and then stepped up involved this year with the Emerging Nations tournament. Yeah, it's been a bit of fun so far, and certainly enjoying my time there.
So Greece bringing this out of their own territory. Zampaides has just been hit hard there by jersey 14, Jacob Samoa. I've heard some interesting stories of how the coaches pull together their squad for, well, not only tournaments like this, but just games in general. I'm guessing you have the same. We've got a roll ball here.
Yeah, no, it's always a challenge to obviously pull the squad together, and especially tournaments such as this where people have full-time jobs and need to work. So availability can be I suppose change a fair bit throughout the tournament. But we've had a fairly strong, I suppose, squad over the last 3 or 4 years that have make up the core of our squad, and a few new players have come in over the last 2 or 3 years, which has been good. And when I secured the job, I also was lucky enough to bring a few players in that I'd worked with before. So it was nice to, I suppose, inject some people from down the south coast where I am. I was going to say Niue on a bit of attacking raid here.
Shamkel.
he's a danger with the ball every time he touches it.
So referee's given a penalty here for obstruction.
Another, I suppose, bit of a relief there for Greece. They were under the pump again a little bit there, and I suppose a small error from Niue has seen Greece get out of their end once again.
So Greece bringing this out. It's big number 12, George Siricus. John O'Dallas, right, he's from Jamboree.
Yeah, John O'Dallas, captain coach down at Jamboree. Yeah, a very experienced player and been around a long time. And he certainly calms our side down a fair bit. And, you know, certainly expecting a big game from him today in terms of controlling what we do and getting us into the right positions.
So Menzolis going out through Alex Aranos. Short pass there. And Vranos will... Well, the ball's come loose. I don't think he was trying to pop it out. He's just poor carry, and it's come loose. We'll see plenty of this today.
Yeah, I think there might have been a little bit of a hand in there too, helping out, but the ref hasn't seen it, and Niue have got the advantage now, and a penalty on the back of it. So, you know, Greece certainly making a couple of errors there to help Niue out of their own half.
So just over 10 minutes gone here in the first half. Still 0-0. Niue had a opportunity early on. So the pass was wheeled forward to Shemikel, who really dived from about 10 metres out and slid over. So another opportunity here for Niue. It's Alvarado up to the 20-metre line. Set deep to the left-hand side. Lola, he'll do a dummy and just run straight at the brick wall. Still going Lola, up to the 10.
Yeah, his post-contact meters are superb, Lolo.
So here's Filomona. Co-captain gets within 4 metres of the try line. Go to the left-hand side. Peo, he puts the kick in through again. The chasers are coming. And it's just been batted over the sideline there by Katsa Nakis.
I think our Pay's experience today is going to be a massive advantage for the Greece side. His kicking game and his direction around the park is really going to add a lot to them, and they certainly missed him the other day when he didn't play. So I think having him back out there today and his experience is going to go a long way to possibly seeing them home in the back end of this game.
So the referee just having a few words to say with the George Siricus. He's gone away. So maybe just a warning for something there. Aaron, I thank you too for the list of players too you've named in your team for the next match too. There's not many tongue twisters in there.
Yeah, it's one of the great thing about the Maltese. There's plenty of Sultanas and Zemets, but they're all pretty simple in terms of pronunciation, and certainly why I'm happy to take the Maltese side and call out their names when the jersey presentation comes along. I don't know whether I'd want to be doing it for the two teams out there right now.
Yeah, certainly been a learning experience for myself. So as Pay up, finds Luisi. Luisi goes out the back, he's linked up with Shemikel. We've got it to Payne. Payne, he's going to have to come back in field. So it's very slippery out there.
It's great to see the Niue boys using the ball though and still being prepared to spread it around in these weather conditions.
Here's Lola. Here's Shemikel again. Pops the pass. Payne does well to get back and pick it up. Now he's going to run back in field. And he's wrapped up on the 10-metre line.
He certainly seems to be their go-to man. Schmeichel out the back. Certainly offers something every time he touches the ball.
It's a long pass. He's done well to pick it up as Ulakita. Ulakita with a fend. The defence is there. Zampides with the dreadlocks. So here's Payer again with a low kick. It's not a bad kick. He was aiming for the uprights. Sikarikis has done well to pick it up, but I don't think he's going to get out. So a repeat set coming up here for Niue.
They're going to have a challenge on their hands now. This is their third set of six. I think he's given a penalty away here for an offside. So once again, the Greece boys have got a bit of a head start out of their own half.
So a lead off there for Greece.
I think when you talk about relieving penalties, that's probably a very good one to get on the back of nearly 18 tackles in a row. Gets them out of their half, and hopefully they can march forward a little bit here.
So this is Vranos. Adam Vranos. So there's 2 in this squad. Jake Vranos in 13 as well. Here's Bastos. Interesting talking to a few players that played on that Kellyville pitch too. They said it was hard to get used to. That's a good run there from, that's Billy Sirikis. Hard to get used to when you play on this. You certainly have known you've been in a tournament. Here's a good run from Memazolis. Vranos throws a pass. Has been bat down. There's play on here as Trezis kicks them through. The referee rules 6 to go. Is it going to hold up there? It's dangerous.
Oh, perfectly weighted there. Which will see them get a nice set of sits again, and maybe a bit of chance to apply some pressure here for the Greece team. Yeah, we actually trained out the Kellyville pitch last night, and it was it was pretty interesting to be out there. I thought the ball would have steered a bit more, but it actually held up fairly well, and certainly a lot heavier legs today. These conditions out here, so it's going to make it harder for these bigger teams in terms of their mobility around the park, especially in the back end of halves.
So Pay with the restart. It's a wobbly kick, and Trezis will tap it with a shoe and offload this to Sikarikis. Heavy contact there. So Sikarikis, he's up slowly. Bit of feeling there is Vranos, Jake Vranos. So good opportunity here for Greece. Probably the best chance so far of the match as Alex Zarunas runs across the line, links up there with his brother Lawrence Zarunas, and Zampatidis has got it and he's wrapped up. So still 15 out from the line, Greece. They come centre field. It's Adam Vranos.
Some heavy contact in the middle there once again.
Emanzolis comes to this left-hand side. Trezis links up with Jake Vranos. Last tackle now for Greece. Look like they're stacked this blind side. Come this way with Trezis, who just doesn't catch it.
Yeah, very slow play the ball there and didn't give much opportunity for the half to do much with the ball there. So, but we got a little knock on here, I think. So they'll get a chance to build some pressure once again and heading into another set of 6 for the Niue side in defence. Something they've done very well throughout the tournament. Defend very well their try line.
Interesting play here from Tremaine Terzis. Doesn't catch it, just kicks it with a shin, but it worked. What do you do there as a coach? You see that happening.
Oh, mate, I think the first thing you do is throw your hands up in the air, but then when you see the result, you go, good play, and it was all part of the plan.
So back underway. Alex Zarunas. Finds Sikarikis. Still 5 out from the line, Greece. Numbers both sides. They come to this left-hand side with George Sikarikis.
Yeah, one thing you don't want to do against this Niue side is go one out. I think we need to, throw a few questions at him here in order to try and get a result. We've got another penalty once again, so might be time to take 2 points and get some points on the board for this game.
You're almost 20 minutes gone in this first half. I'm not sure about you, but I'm finding it hard to pick up this referee too with the white jerseys of Niue.
Yeah, certainly doesn't make it easy when he's standing in that line there, that's for sure.
So Sam Stratus is going to take a shot at goal here, pretty much right in front of the sticks.
I think a pretty smart move at this point in time. Did a 2-point lead up. It's been hard to keep any pressure on side, so if we can take 2 points at any point in time, I think we don't have a high-scoring game here, so take the 2 points and get the lead.
Sam Stratus, he's had a good tournament with the boot. Entertaining kick from the sideline in that Hungary game. Still wasn't good enough to get the win over Hungary, but had a pressure kick from the sideline, gave it to a few of the spectators on the hill. That was good to see.
Yeah, nothing like seeing a kicker put one over after getting plenty of pressure from the sideline. I'd like to say this is a simple one for him, but I saw one of our boys miss one from in front, the same area the other day, so don't want to hold my breath here and just hope he gets it over.
He does so. It's a good kick. So Greece lead 2-0 off the boot of Sam Stratus. Yeah, apologies to Nathan Benson there. I think I put the commentator's curse on him for that one too.
Yeah, actually, I wasn't even watching the kick because I didn't think it was worthwhile watching. And when I didn't see the score up, I asked a few questions, and yeah, I was a bit shocked that it didn't go over. You can see a few of the boys starting to walk now, and I think certainly the conditions and 20 minutes of football are starting to take out of both sides. So I think the rest there for a few moments is probably a good thing for both sides, and I think Greece were looking for a solid set to get out of their half and put the pressure back on Niue down the other end of the field.
So the restart goes down to Tuilati. Straight into Payne and also the number 12, Jackson.
You can see a few boys starting to slip over already, so these conditions are only going to get worse throughout the game.
Sikarikis again. Billy Sikarikis. It's Vranos. Jake Vranos there in the 13. Rain hasn't stopped. So they come this left-hand side. It goes straight back infield to Alatu.
Maybe looking for a kick now and just get the ball down on the part of the field.
So it goes to Terzis. He just chips this over the top. Payne's got a bit of work to do, but it's going to beat him over the sideline. So we'll have a scrum. 10 out from Niue's line.
Once again, probably a good result there. Get a chance to walk down to the scrum and build a bit of pressure with the defence here. I think Greece will be looking to contain Niue within their half here, and Niue will be looking to get the roll on through their power forwards in the middle.
So a couple of subs are coming on the field. Both teams making the changes. Tomato Rangi's just come on for Niue, and it looks like Nathan Hughes is about to come on for Greece as well.
So one of the brothers in the Greece side, the Hughes boys.
So Niue will bring this out of their own territory. And just looking at the crowd behind the post there and in this grandstand here, it looks like we've actually got a bigger crowd than what we've had at the at Windsor yesterday.
Yeah, it's amazing to see there's actually anyone out here at all today in these weather conditions. Certainly be a lot warmer to stay at home with a rug over you and watch the live stream.
So a penalty to Niue. This will find touch. Right on halfway. So we're at New Era Stadium here in Cabramatta, home of the Cabramatta 2 Blues. Tookie Jackson gets us back underway. Alvarado takes the first hit up. So 42 out from Greece's line.
I think once again here from Niue we'll see a few forwards carried through the middle and then look for the one out the back on play 3 or 4.
Just going off his mark there. He'll play it now. They come this short side. Jackson again. Good tackle from Sikarikis.
They've contained him well today.
Luisi finds Lola. Out the back to play up. Zoranis was up very quick. Player trying to bump around him. Eventually he's going to be wrapped up. Oh, he pops the pass out. Well, still a chance here for Niue. Here's Lola again.
The rest of the way they want to play on. I was pretty sure it was a tackle there, but he's got the whistle.
So they go that short side again. Luisi runs to the line, linking up with Shamikel. Shamikel, he's been dangerous, coming on both sides in attack. Last tackle now for Niue.
I think once again we'll see Payer put it in here and just try and get a repeat set.
Luisi this time with a kick. It's a wobbly old kick, but it's not a bad one for Jackson.
We've got a 6 to go there. A bit of a hand from Greece. The ref hasn't seen it though.
Payne's with it. I think he was hoping that it was going to be 6 again too, but the referee not signalling, so it'll be a handover.
I think they may have missed that one, but you got to play with the ref's whistle.
So another let off there for Greece. Stefanos Bastos.
I think both these teams are, the type of teams just compete throughout the whole game, so it's going to be a tight one, and people are going to have to take advantage of those opportunities that they get if they want to get on the board here.
George Sikarikis tackled 22 out from his own line. Gonzalez dummy half. This is Billy Sikarikis. very much a grind this opening 25 minutes of this semi-final of the Emerging Nations.
I think we're looking for a relieving penalty here if they can get it.
And Mazzola straight up the middle. He's linked up here with Zikarikis. And he's been brought down. Good tackle from Payne, who just clipped him. Luisi over the top. Last tackle now for Greece. Terzis, he just little chip over the top. The fullback's not there. It's a dangerous kick. Shamkel spelled it. We've got to try here. Got to try to Greece.
Yep, I think they've got the ball back there, and it's one of those days where you probably just want to place your kicks in there and make it a 50-50 challenge, and you might get a few opportunities like that one just come up.
Not sure who the try scorer was. There's plenty of bodies around.
There's plenty of high fives going on too, so it's really hard to tell at this point in time.
We'll get the replay up for you very shortly, but it was a good set of 6 for Greece and the ultimate reward at the end.
I think the play too earlier, the little break down the side there by the 12, certainly gave a bit of a roll on that nice little kick in there. Good bounce.
Looks like Jake Vranos, the lock forward for Greece, with the try. So 6-0 with the kick to come. Another reasonably easy kick, you'd say, for Sam Stratus.
I'm not going to say anything, but it'd certainly be nice to get an 8-point lead here going into the last 15 minutes in this half.
So do you pick up anything here from watching the first game before your match as a coach? Yeah.
I think the importance of controlling the ball, can't be over, I suppose. It's without a doubt the basics of today is to control the ball and to make teams kick and return from their half of the field. I think both teams have defended pretty well up until this point in time, and it's going to be one of those games where you're going to have to, as I said earlier, take those opportunities when they come, because they're not going to get too many in these kind of conditions. But it's good to see both teams using the ball, so I'm not afraid to use the ball, and we certainly won't be afraid to use the ball today as well. So I think it's a good opportunity to get out there and play some simple football, and I think sometimes simple football is the way to win games.
So Stratus did add the extra, so it's now 8-0 Greece in front of Niue. Final 15 minutes of this first half.
I think that ball on the ground today too with those kicks is going to be an important one. It's going to be hard to pick those balls up, and won't be fun for wingers and fullbacks out there today.
It's not a bad kick-off. Zikarikis brings it out again.
He's been strong today, involved in everything.
Both Billy and George. It's a run from dummy half. It's Margius there on that side. Hard to tell. Amazolas from dummy half. Bastos. He's been strong too.
There's another relieving penalty here, so a few little errors creeping into the Niue game and getting Greece out of trouble on a couple of occasions now, which will certainly make the Greece boys happy right now.
So another try here before half-time would be great news for Greece, not so for Niue.
The one thing Niue have done really well throughout this tournament is defend. So I'd really expect them to aim up here in these last 12 minutes of this half, and I suppose a tap with their defence a little bit, which you can see right there. Huge contact.
Nathan Hughes bent back. So again, they're muscling up. George Zikarikis taking a run. I expect his brother Billy will have a hit up here as well. Memazolis goes himself. He found something. Finds George Zikarikis again. So now 25 out from Niue's line. They're set deep onto the right-hand side. Terzis runs to the line. Throws it out the back to Alex Arenas. That gate hit shut very quickly on Vranos.
There's some heavy contact there once again. I think
Zaranis puts the kick through. And we've got Ulakita back there to clean it up. So, still a good set of 6 there for Greece.
Yeah, great set, 100-metre set, and you can see another interchange taking place now. So Greece boys are starting to get some fresh legs out there.
Giannis Rosaglo out there in jersey 15 for Greece. Stefanos Bastos coming off. See the big number 8 for Niue. He's come on the field as well. So what do they got here is Lolo. Where's Lolo? Very good run. 4 Greeks in there to wrap him up. Last tackle now for Niue. Come to the right-hand side. Paya get with the kick. Lawrence Arunas is underneath it. Bright orange boots. Brought down just short of the 40.
And they're winning the field possession game here. They're starting to set on the 40-metre line, so giving a good opportunity on the third or fourth tackle to possibly put an attacking play on.
So Isaiah Ikatula is out there for Niue as well. Jersey 26 with the headband. Another big unit. So here's Zikarikis again. Billy Zikarikis, both brothers been very busy in this game as Memazolas goes from dummy half.
He's starting to creep out of there a little bit in these last 5 minutes, and I suppose use a little bit of his footwork and speed around that ruck area.
It's the last tackle now for Greece. And he spilt the ball. So
Commentator's curse.
let off there. Say Memazolas, he didn't run much from dummy half in the last game against Vanuatu, but certainly he did against Hungary. So maybe that's instructions from the coach, Steve Georgalis. Wants to see him run a bit more. He's certainly been busy this first half.
I think certainly trying to get on the back of some decent play the balls into this Niue side and get them on their back foot certainly would be the plan from Georgalis, you'd imagine.
So the players just taking their time here. It's been a grinding first half, 8-0 to Greece into the final 10 minutes of this first half.
I think once again just highlights the importance of that early goal from the penalty. An 8-point lead at this point in time is going to be a very, very handy one in the back end of this game.
So Ulakita will play it. He had to take the run there because Jackson overran it. Here's a good run here. This is Lolo.
And this is the role they want to get on the back of here.
So Ulakita now. That's Shemkel, in fact. Zikarikis lined him up. Just ricocheted off. Luckily he did. Go out to the left-hand side. Lola, he's playing first receiver, doing dummies and a fend here. Lola still going. Where's Lola? Pass. Zarunas, this is going to be a try. Where's Lola? What a great individual try from the front rower.
Well, he's certainly a talent, Lola. Has shown that throughout the year in his competitions that he's been playing in. But the ball skills there, the dummy, change of hands and a palm, and he was away.
So, just what Niue needed just before half-time. Great run from Wes Lola.
And certainly they had the run early and weren't able to capitalise and get some points, and they've probably turned around a little bit here and they were on the back of a bit of pressure, but brilliant footwork. He's got a powerful fend and you're not going to stop him from 10 metres out in these conditions.
Wes Lola, he's had certainly a big tournament. He's got himself a try in the semi-finals of the Emerging Nation World Championships, and if you're tuning into the stream on Bar TV, let us know where you're watching from. And if you like the Niue jerseys, go to the Niue Rugby League Facebook page, made by Fitter. Also, thanks to Beastwear too, they provide a lot of the jerseys for the other nations. 8-4. Important kick here.
Yeah, and really important to see what Greece do next year as well. Going to need a very big second defence here to try and keep Niue down and then half the field. If they continue to get a roll on through that middle, they're a very, very dangerous side.
So the Niue supporters to our right here in the grandstand. And we've probably got a mixture of Greece, Maltese, everything on the other side.
Yeah, it's United Nations here today.
A couple of umbrellas on the far side, braving the elements.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't a pleasant walk over from the car park this morning. I don't know if I'd be standing over the other side of the field if there was an opportunity to take some shelter.
So Stratus will get us back underway.
Going with a short kick-off once again. Surprising, really.
So, good start for Niue, almost up to the 30, the first hit, but they've lost the ball. See this time and time again from the restart, the team that scores just switches off for that moment.
Yeah, it's probably the one thing that gives coaches grey hair. You often talk about and you hear players talk about, one set, let's complete here, but far too often you see the incomplete come through.
So the scrum will pack. 28 from Niue's line. They've done well to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, very important try at this point in time. 6 minutes to go to get themselves on the scoreboard rather than going 8-0 behind. With 6 minutes here, anything can happen in this game of football.
Alex Arunas, Sampatidis. Gatula in the tackle there. Come centre field. Vranos. So they're lined up to this left-hand side. Durzas with it, linking up with Lawrence Arunas. He's had a look and he spilt the ball. Probably thinking what he was going to do there. He probably had about 4 or 5 options, and in the end he's spilt the lollies.
Yeah, probably not the play really either at this point in time. Probably needed to just hit those lead runners at the front there and try and charge through them. I don't know whether a 15-metre pass in under pressure at this point in time is the way to go.
So let off there for Niue. Heading into the final 5 minutes of this first half. Shamkel has been busy.
He's been busy and he's been powerful too. He's a danger every time he touches the ball.
So run here from Payne. Cyrus Payne, a couple of half chances early. Here's Lola, the try scorer. Another powerful run. He's going to get up to halfway. Good start to this set of 6 for Niue. Here's George Lola. Oh, bumps off one there. George Sikarikis on the end of a Lola steam train. A penalty here for Niue.
Probably just what they want at this point in time. A chance to get up the other end of the field and apply a bit of pressure again.
So Paya will fine touch. Looks like Todd Greenberg running the touch line here for the referees.
Good to see him out there drawing the game and helping out.
So another opportunity here for Niue as Rangi takes the first hit up. Here's Lola again. Here's Lola now takes it within 7 metres of the grease line. Crucial period of the game coming up right here for both sides. Luisi running to the line, linking up Shakel. Short pass to Jackson, he's put it down. And Margius is there to dive on the ball for Greece. And we'll have a scrum on the 10-metre line.
They've popped a few, had a few opportunities down that edge throughout the game and been unable to complete those. So I think it's certainly a strike for them down that right-hand side and one that they've targeted.
As I said, a good crowd's coming into New Era Stadium here at Cabramatta. Considering the conditions, it's great effort.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a few people looking for a hot chocolate at half-time or something to warm up.
Back underway. I was hoping for that Turkish marquee to pop up again. That was great out at Kellyville. The Cafters.
Yeah, a couple of food trucks here wouldn't go astray right now if you're out there, people. Got one down at Cabramatta Sports Ground.
So another opportunity here for Niue. Rangi will play it. Spilt ball. Here's Wes Lola. Oh, solid contact there again. And he's made the tackle, Rosaglow.
Really opportunities on both edges here, and they go to Paya.
Paya steps inside, looking to get the arm free. There's about 5 Greek players there to wrap him up.
Still got numbers on that left edge, I think.
Slow
play the ball hasn't
very
helped.
Slow the ball. Play that. Oh, that looked like a knee there from Paya on Zampatidis.
That could, well, the referee's blown a penalty here, so it might be worthwhile taking the 2 and evening straws up. Though I think Niue are going to attack here.
So just over 2 minutes remaining in this first half. Here's George Lola.
I certainly see a few of the big boys line up for a carry here.
It's a good run there to start off. They're set deep here to the right-hand side. Very shallow on the left. There'll be a trick play coming up here from Niue. They go to the left-hand side. Paya gets around 1, gets around 2, bumps off a third. Paya is still going. Very close to the try line. And he spilt the ball.
Probably makes you think that that 2 points on offer a moment ago might have been the way to go.
Certainly. It's not the style of the Pacific Islands teams. They like to throw the ball around.
Not at all. And with I suppose some of the plays they have in their side too, you'd think that one or two of them could power over from 10 metres out. So if I had them in my arsenal, I probably would be using them a bit as well.
So the scramble pack on the 10 metres. And after the first 40 minutes of football, the ground actually has held up pretty well.
Yeah, a few puddles around, but yeah, no major divots as of yet. And I think staying off on the weekend has certainly helped today's conditions.
It mustn't be too damp on the field in the background because you can see the mower cutting the grass. Zampatides takes it.
There's a brave man out there today mowing the grass.
So here's Zikarikis again. It's Billy Zikarikis, 16. Memazolas goes for a run from dummy half, pops the pass back to Zikarikis. Dancing around, straight into Lola. Eventually, Lola's trying to pinch the ball. Eventually he'll play it. So this could be the last play of this half. Hughes.
Yeah, it's really putting this one to touch about now.
Stack this short side. Memazolas does that, just belts it into touch. So that will be the end of the first half. And it's Greece leading Niue 8-6. Aaron McDonald, thanks for joining us for the first half, mate. So I'll let you get to your team.
Absolute pleasure.
They're up next against Hungary. But here at half time, it's Greece leading Niue 8-6. Welcome back to the second half here at Niue Stadium here in Cabramatta. Believe it or not, the rain has stopped. The ground is still pretty much underwater. And at the moment it's Greece leading Niue 8 points to 6. Niue will be getting set to kick off very shortly. Very grinding first half. And see what we've got in store for this second period. Anyway, they like to throw the ball around, and we're back underway with Paya. He's far out to that left-hand side, and Vranos takes it and gives it to Billy Zikarikis. And joining us in the commentary now, we've got Joanna, a rugby league journalist, just come back from Papua New Guinea. And welcome along, Joanna.
Thank you. Good to be here.
And so we see both teams here very evenly poised, and now you spent a bit of time with the PNG Orchids.
Yes, the Comores and the Orchids, in fact. I was working with the Orchids last year when the team was formed and played in the Women's Rugby League World Cup here in Sydney. And I made a documentary film about them called Power Mary, which has just been released in Australia and Papua New Guinea. We've got a couple of screenings coming up in Sydney tomorrow evening in Leichhardt and next Thursday at Moore Park. So it's been an interesting journey for me as a journalist making a film, and for the team having a camera crew with them through a World Cup. But everyone's very excited about the result and the film and showcasing women's rugby league in that way.
We'll just come back to that shortly. As Greece are on the attack, they're 25 out from the line. Here's Terzis. He's got numbers linking up with Alex Arenas. Alex Arenas, a short pass there to Vranos. Adam Vranos has brought down 15 out for the Niue's line. It's Alex Arenas again. This is George Zikarikis. Good tackle down low there from Ulakita. They come this short side. Zaranis again, cut out pass to Zampatidis, and he couldn't hang on to it. It's gone into touch. So Niue will get the ball back. Shaquille looking for the quick tap. So how long did the documentary take to get everything together? Post-production, pre-production? How many months involved?
Well, I decided to make it in January 2016, and we've only just finished it. So it took a year to get funding. Many funding partners, including the NRL and Screen Australia and the US Embassy in Port Moresby, the Australian government. And the actual filming was about 6 months last year, and the post-production was all up about 9 months. But it's a proper film. It's got a soundtrack, composer, it's a rugby league and PNG themed soundtrack, so all these things take time, but I think it was worth it.
So Luisi, Denman Devil player, barges out of a couple, eventually wrapped up on the 20. Ulakita at dummy half, comes this short side, linking up with Paya, puts a gap through with Samoa, couldn't quite hang on to that pass was Ulakita. It's just a bit higher, Ulakita was over, so let off there for Greece. Zarinis goes for a run from dummy half. He's wrapped up 10 out from the line. So we're just talking here at halftime, and you've had a lot to do with the English game back home, the London Broncos, with the local teams. And what's impressed you about this Emerging Nations World Championship so far?
Well, as I was up in Papua New Guinea last week, I've only managed to catch the games this week because the internet in Papua New Guinea is some of the slowest in the world, so watching a live stream is definitely not going to happen. But I watched some of the regional matches yesterday, really enjoyed seeing Africa United in action. But, I mean, this game here has obviously been quite affected by the conditions, but things hopefully will dry up for the rest of the day. And it's great to see Greece playing. I don't think I've seen Greece play live for many years.
It was a hurried kick away, but it could be dangerous here for Niue. It's very well done there from Cyrus Payne. The ball was rolling away from him. So Niue will play the ball just short of halfway. Shakel, probably one of Niue's best in the first half. This is the winger here, Cyrus Payne, coming in for another hit up. In fact, that's Ulakita. Getting harder to see some of these numbers on the jerseys. This is Lola, you can pick him out. Up to the 30. He's stacked to this short side, goes to Luisi. Luisi's got a few options, he'll run it himself. Good tackle there from Ranos. Last tackle now for Niue. Goes to Paya. It could be a hurried kick here. It's a little grubber behind the defensive line, and Lawrence Zoronis is there to clean it up. And Jackson and Ikatuli wrap him up. So here's a run from Stratus. So after this Emerging Nations, what happens, Joanna, for you involving rugby league? It's sort of the off-season. Do you go to France and follow the game over there, or what's in store?
Well, I'm actually going back up to Papua New Guinea because we're playing a couple of games against England Knights, which is the England second team, both in Port Moresby and Lae. It's a long time since internationals played in Lae, which is really the rugby league heartland up in the Highlands. There's some colourful stories about the matches up there, but we're really looking forward to playing up there. Lae is known as Rainy Lae. In fact, this morning's conditions reminded me a little bit of Lae, mud and rain. So could be a bit of a leveller, but looking forward to that. So those matches are in Papua New Guinea on the 27th of October and the 3rd of November. I believe they might be live streamed as well.
This is Alex Ciani. He's got the jersey 8 on. I've got here on my program 18. I was calling him George Lola in the first half. This is Rengi. Tamata Rengi. 25 out from the line. Just over 5 minutes gone in this second half as Luisi again running to the line, doing dummies. He bumps off one, linking up here in the corners. Adateo. Adeteo's going to score for Niue. Niue get their second try, and they hit the lead for the first time. The crowd on our right-hand side go up. Just as Adateo scores the first try of the second half, and Niue lead 10 points to 8 with a kick to come. It's good to see the supporters here coming out in numbers here. A miserable day here in Sydney. Just the start Niue needed. And thanks Joanna for her time. Good run there from Luisi. Adateo, just that step too strong there for Zorinis in the cover defence. Excuse me. So Eddie Paya, turn him from touch here. See a couple of those Niue flags behind the goalpost. Good crowd underneath the shed. That's where the canteen is. I wasn't here broadcasting. I think I'll be near the pies. So in conditions like this, it's an important kick. You can see that wind has picked up. You can see the uprights shaking in the wind. Big gum trees behind us. Paya taking his time. Strikes it nicely. He's coming around. It's a beauty. Eddie Paya as the extras. So it's now Niue 12, Greece 8. Still just over half an hour remaining in this match. The winner goes through to the final. on Saturday at St Mary's. Whichever team goes through, you can expect another big crowd of local support. Plenty of local Greeks in Sydney and also Niue supporters. I think they're all here to our right. So, Greece looking for the restart, just waiting for a kicking tee. They've got one now. Interesting, Greece could be without one of their water boys today. Riley Lowe, he played in the PDRL game for Australia yesterday. A short restart again for Greece. It's done very well there as Ulakita. Ball could have bounced anywhere. So Niue, important set of 6 here. We've seen so many times after the restart, there's been a fumble or something. Just want to complete their set here. There's a good run from dummy half from Shakel. Trying to get a penalty for his team. Get a piggyback out of here. Here's a strong run here by Tovo. They come to this left-hand side. Paya. Inside pass here to Samoa. So last tackle now for Niue. Paya with a kick, it's gone up high. This is a tester here for Zaranos, and the defence has come through and he's cleaned up on the 10. Very good take there from Lawrence Zaranos. So now it's Greece's turn to bring this out of their own territory. They're up quick, the Niue defence. Zaranos with a half run, the gap closed quickly. Good defence there. Here's Bastos. Up to the 30. Here's Zikarikis. Billy Zikarikis. So just going one out here on this set here, Greece. Simple stuff. And they go the short side through the hands this time as we say that. And it's been put down out there on that far side by Margius. Cyrus Payne picks it up. Not sure if Margius got a kick to it, but now the referee's given a penalty here for a high shot. Margius just a little bit frustrated there with the ball coming loose, and Cyrus Payne, he's caught one around the chops for his trouble. See it here on the replay. He's kicked on the second attempt and just collies him around there. There's really not much in that, but that's a penalty for Niue. They go on the attack again. Tukey Jackson, I beg your pardon, gets to the 30. It's Tovo, heavily involved in this second half. Didn't see much game time in the first 40. So the stack to this left-hand side. Where's Lolo? We scored the try of the match so far. With a great run. Brought Niue back into it. Here's Luisi. Puts it on the toe. Shemakel's coming through. He ran straight in the back of Zampatides. The referee rules play on. Mitch Zampatides, he really had nowhere to go. Still some big contact here for Niue. Trying to keep Greece down in this part of the field. Stefanos Bastos runs into a brick wall. Tovo lined him up, drove him into the turf. Long pass from Trezis, linking up with Stratus. Stratus is trying to get around his man, cuts back inside to Margius. Margius is brought down on the 30. Vranos. There's George Zikarikis out there. The last tackle now. Derzis puts it on the toe. It's not a bad kick. Oh, well done from Payne out there on that far wing. Flicked it back in. It didn't really need to be done. And we're joined in commentary now by Tebri Libropoulos, the manager of the Greece Rugby League. Thanks for joining us, mate.
It's a pleasure.
12-8. This game's on a bit of a knife edge so far.
It is very proud of the Greek boys, considering we only had 15 players this morning. We had 2 players fly down from Brisbane, SOS. They got here about 10 minutes after the game started. So
Wow.
a lot of people don't realise what goes behind the scenes. So, you know, I'm very proud of the way they're playing.
Margis. So a lot of these blokes in the squad, they've obviously got to return home to go to work. Here's a run from Stratus.
That's right. You know, a lot of them. We had another player that he finished at 10:30. He got here about even after the guys from Brisbane. So we had we had 14 players. So yeah, a lot of them got to work. You know, and there's also injuries. Injuries has played a big part. We had 35 players in the squad. We had 15 available yesterday. But you know, that's not make excuses. I think everybody's been hit hard because they've been playing a lot of games. It's just good to see a lot of these young guys get a chance to represent Greece.
So we see a spilt ball here. A bit unlucky there, Greece. It could have been real backwards, but not to be. So the Niue team scoring first early in this second half and hit the lead for the first time. Good support, as I said, on the right-hand side of the grandstand. Beautiful sunshine in Windsor yesterday. I saw you running up and down the sideline with the camera. Not going to get the camera out today?
Oh no. We've got Johnny Banana there down there. He's taking the photos. I gave him a day off yesterday, so beautiful day yesterday. 28 degrees, t-shirt weather today. Atrocious. And it's probably about 16 degrees too, so freezing as well.
So this will be Tovo. Almost on the halfway.
Getting a lot of yardage, the Niue side. You expect that from those big forwards.
It's been a great effort. They have slowed down a little bit towards the back end of the first half, so interesting to see they go in the back 20 here. Tovo with another big run.
I think the key is for them to score a couple of tries here, and you know they know they're going to get tight at the back end of it, so they put themselves in a good position.
That's
a ball, and that was Dimos Katsanakis.
Katsanakis, thanks Terry.
from the Rage Knights, one of our players from Greece, giving Niue a great opportunity to extend the lead.
Yeah, we got a message from somebody involved with the Rhodes Knights back in Greece. Angelo, shout out. Not sure if he's tuning in today, but
he's probably at his bar, if that's the correct Angelo. At the Boomerang Bar.
Boomerang Bar. So Lola was coming off, but he's gone back into the line on the wing. Shemkel. There's Luisi. Luisi dancing around, linking up there. He's got a try in the corner for Payne. Cyrus Payne's over. Niue get their third try of the match. They celebrate in the corner. The flags go up. The referee likes it, so 16-8.
And that just came from that mistake. Gave them great field position, and they utilised it, spread it out wide. Good passing, especially in the wet conditions, to score in the corner.
I said to Aaron McDonald, the Malta coach, in the first half, they won't die wondering. They love to throw the ball around, and here it is on display on the replay. So Luisi drawing the man, and Jackson. Good pass to Payne. Jackson's doing well. He's playing in the centres. He's got the number 12 on his back. Pretty sure he played the back row for the opening 2 games, so he's doing a good job in the centres.
Like I said, Niue just probably another try. They'll know that they'll be able to hang on there, even at the back end of those last 20 minutes. Trish just needs to throw the ball around. They're down by 8 points, possibly 10.
So the margin's 8 at the moment, but still an important kick. So the rain's held off here for the majority of this second half, which is good news, not only for the remaining games today, but also the groundsman. So Paya to difficult kick, about 2 metres in from the sideline. Strikes it nicely, but it's not going to have the legs, so it remains 16 points to 8. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here of the Emerging Nations World Championships here on Bar TV. Paul Arundel in commentary and Rugby League Reviews, Terry Lipropoulos. Send us a tweet or a message on Facebook. Let us know where you're watching from. So midway through October, what can we expect in the next edition of Rugby League Review?
It's going to be a big coverage of the Emerging Nations in there. Also got all the other internationals happening around. We've got Australia, New Zealand, Australia, Tonga. That should be a great game. Then we've got the World Cup qualifiers, in America. There's also the ones happening in Europe. One featuring Spain, Serbia, and I've had a blank there. So yeah, Serbia, Spain, and Russia. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just looking at the play there. The Greeks tackling there, and the other one is France, Wales, Scotland, Ireland. That's the other one there. So I'll get my brain back in order. But just looking at the Greek tackle there.
You've done well. I don't know how you can keep track of it all.
But I'm there just trying to keep track of these players because I know half of them are playing injured. And
so Shipkel from dummy half. Very good run there.
There's been a good play too this year with Glee Burwoods.
Last tackle now for Niue. Luisi, cross kick here. They're lining up for it out on this far side. Adateo jumps for it. And eventually just beats everybody into touch. I don't think he got a hand to it, Justice Adateo.
Also got the wind advantage too, Niue. It's a pretty strong breeze out there, and they've got it on their back, so Greeks are running into it, so that's another advantage for Niue. I would say that if Niue wins today, probably the favourites to win the Emerging Nations World Championships. They have been a great side so far.
Just seeing the replay there, definitely didn't get a touch to it. Here's Zarunas. Zarunas, he reminds me a bit of a Sam Tompkins without the tattoos.
Yes, his brother Alex Zarunas playing for Burwood, and he's only he's just a youngster as well, 18, and he started playing a few games in the Sydney Shield and put his hand up to play for the Greeks.
Quick tap taken. Greece is Memazolis.
Great run, and he's lost the ball.
Well, it could have been a strip here from Niue, but the referee's seen it the other way.
Those mistakes that are killing Greece at the moment.
Here it is on the replay. Peter Memazolis takes the quick tap, steps back inside and just got a hand around the arm, which brought it free. Good decision by the referee. I've mentioned in this coverage the referees have actually been pretty good this tournament. Tried to catch him out a few times, and every time on the replays they've proved me wrong. Here's Payer. Here's the big 15, 14 there. Sorry, it's hard to pick up the numbers. Samoa. Should recognise him in those bright yellow boots. Eventually he's brought to ground by Zampatidis. Getting tangled up here, and he's lost the ball. Jacob Samoa, I think he was trying to milk a penalty there, and it's backfired.
I think a few from both sides have tried to milk a penalty, and it's worked against them.
So the scrum will pack near halfway. We've got another special guest with us. We've got Paul Langmack. Welcome, Paul.
Hi, boys.
Is this your first appearance here at the Emerging Nations, or you popped around for a few games so far?
No, this is my first game. Back where it all began at Cabramatta. This is where I grew up. So a lot of memories have come flooding back. And the field's in great nick for the weather conditions.
It certainly is. It's a good run there.
Billy Chakrik is there.
I'll go out to the left-hand side, Bastos. He's been a good find. He's one of your one of the Greek nationals.
That's right, from Rhodes Knights. He was going to Rhodes University, and he just saw the Rhodes Knights training, and he said, what's this? And he's just decided to play at the age of 19. He's never played rugby league, never seen it, and look at him now.
Here he is again, Bastos. He doesn't shy away from the hard work up to the 10-metre line. Last tackle now for Greece. go to the short side. Terzis puts it on the toe. It's going to beat everybody. Kel's back there to wrap it up. We're going to have a line goal dropout. 17 minutes to go on this one, 16-8. And Paul, what brings you down here for the emerging nations?
Well, I work at New South Wales Rugby League, and I just thought it'd be great to come down here and see the development of the game, and thoroughly enjoying it. The only problem with Greece is they keep dropping the ball a lot in the second half. They need to, now this is their first opportunity to really put some pressure on Niue in this set of 6.
So he played over 300 games in the NRL, the New South Wales Rugby League, as it was. You would have played plenty of times in conditions like this. Brings back memories?
Yeah, it certainly does, especially down at Wollongong Stadium. You know, when they used to have the dog track around the inside of the fence, we used to get very, very wet down there. But I think the field's in great nick. Cabramatta should be proud of the field. It's great.
Groundsman might be pulling his hair out at the end.
Yeah, I think so. But anyway, Greece are on the attack.
So 20 out from the line is Zarunas. Zarunas running to the line. He gets through. It's a great flick pass. Vranos throws it out the back. Zampatidis is there to wrap it up. 9 metres out from the line. Slow play the ball. Amazolis at dummy half. Goes to Alex Zarunas again. Short pass there to Jake Vranos. Still 3 metres out from the line, Greece. Another slow play the ball. Left-hand side. Inside pass here to Artu.
They were waiting for him.
Last tackle now for Greece. They come this short side again. Vranos puts it on the toe. Zarunas, in fact. They're going to drive him back into the end goal, so we've got a repeat set coming up here for Greece.
I think it's an important set here too. They need to score. Time's running out. 15 to go.
So, as you said, it's a good support here for Niue and also Greece on the other side. It's probably one of the best crowds we've had, considering the weather.
Well, I was behind the goalpost, and heaps of Niue supporters are there with flags on them. It's great.
It certainly is. I've never seen that Niue flag before, but you can count about 4 or 5 at the moment.
Is it Niue or Niue?
Well, I've been given about 5 different pronunciations. Niue. I think Niue is the pronunciation.
We'll stick with Niue.
I'll tell you what, it's been a test for me this last week and a half, all these pronunciations.
You're doing a great job, as everyone's saying on live streaming. Here we go.
Sikarikis, jersey 16, Billy Sikarikis.
Just came off for 5 minutes. He's back on again. He did blow up on the sideline there. So,
Tuliatu.
Telling the coach to get back on.
So 20 out from the line. Niue under pressure. They go to the short side here. It's George Sikarikis up to the 10.
Always takes 3-4 plays.
Memazolis goes himself from dummy half. Flicks it out the back. There's chance here for Magios in the corner. He's just been clipped and brought down 2 metres out from the line.
Is that a shoulder charge?
Not quite sure. Todd Greenberg's the touchy on that far side. His brother is anyway. Flicked it out the back here. Still going. Here's a chance here. Oh, good hit.
Oh.
Ball still alive, but it's been knocked on by Niue. We could have a repeat set for Greece here.
On an old occasion.
No love lost there.
It should be, I'd expect it should be a Greece ball here. You boys see anything different there?
Yeah,
I thought it'd be Niue.
Niue?
No, it's Niue feet.
Yes, I was right.
Well, there you go.
Golden opportunity gone there.
Well, Greece led 8-0 and they're down 16-8 now.
Yeah, good shot in the ribs there. Replay. So,
Niue have weathered the storm, and let's see how they go in this set of 6. They need to get to their kick.
Shakel bring this out his own territory. Well, Langers, what's on for the rest of the day, mate?
Watching all the other games, it'll be great. Good fun. It's, this is the grassroots of rugby. It's emerging nations, and it's, sometimes it's more enjoyable watching games like this because they throw the ball around more.
Yeah, certainly.
It's not as robotic or not as just hit up, and it's good.
So Cyrus Payne pinches a couple more metres there, up to the 40.
Well, Langer should have been there last night when Solomon Islands, they threw the ball around last night. Fantastic. taking football.
Yeah, I was listening to that in the car heading back up the M1.
Here, Tony.
It's a lonely flat ball that's been put down by Ulakita. Zampatides just lets him know about it too. Well, Paul, I'll let you get to your official duties. And,
no, there's no official duties.
No official duties.
No, I'm just here soaking up the atmosphere.
Well, that's the case, mate. I'll get you to go to the pie shed for me and get one.
Mate, looking at you, you don't need pies. You've eaten too many already.
I'll grab a hot dog there, Langers, for me.
Billy Sigarikis. 45 out from the Niue line here. Important set here. What a Greece got. He's certainly hanging on in defence. And Mazoles looking for the quick play of the ball as they go through the hands. Terzis cuts it back inside. To the number 12, George Sigarikis. One of the Hughes boys coming back on, Terry. Oh, good tackle there. Brought down on the 20. Sigarikis again. To the 10. Last tackle. Comes to Zarunas, running to the line. Inside pass to Lawrence Zarunas. Flicks it out the back again, but it's gone to ground. The referee's going to call knock on. So Niue survive again.
Desperation football there on the last tackle. Maybe a kick would have been a better option, and it'll maybe get a repeat set, but it's all done and dusted now.
So after this, we've got Hungary v Malta, the other spot in the championship final. 4 games on today. Final game, Vanuatu v Poland. Where's Lola? It's just slipped me here the third game history. Plenty of games, they're all rolling into one. It's been a great event. Hopefully we'll see the emerging nations back in a couple of years' time. Jackson goes for a run.
Well, I think they should put it together with the main World Cup in 2021 in England. I think that should be the way to go.
So we thank Paul Langmack for his time. So Pay under a bit of pressure there. Mazoles grabs him, but he still gets a good kick through. Margius Vranos are back there. Lawrence Vranos will pick this up. It's Zarunas, I beg your pardon.
Lawrence Zarunas, yeah. He ended up being a good kick, actually.
Plenty of pressure.
Could have easily been tackled on the halfway line. Now they're trying to get off the lone line.
Margius is cleaned up there. Mazoles at dummy half.
We're down to the last 9.5 minutes, so it's Greece need to throw the ball around.
Just looking at that wind, it looks like it's died off a little bit here. It's Tuilatu. Good metres there.
Looking to offload at Jake Farmers, but Niue doing well to make sure they hold his hands and the ball.
Another good run there, just short of halfway, but it's the last tackle for Greece. Come this right-hand side. Alex Arunas puts a chip over the top. He needs the bounce, but he's not going to get it. Adateo takes the ball. So Niue bring this out again. Here's a good run here. It's a very good run, just gone straight over the top. He puts the kick through. Shimakel's running for it. He needs the bounce. He sockers it through. Memazolis is there to pick it up, and now he's got space in front of him. Cyrus Payne there clips him. Memazolis gets back up and he'll pinch a couple more metres. The referee says play on. Eventually he's brought down on the 30.
And that was a lucky bounce for Greece, because that could easily lead to a try.
Margius played fullback in the first game. He's been on the wing for these last 2 matches. Here's Sigarikis again.
Still offload, but they've wrapped the ball around, and that's a penalty there, and it is correct decision. Well, they didn't even have to check the replay for that.
So a quick touch finder.
Well, this is it. They've got to score here if they've got any chance.
Zampatides will take the first hit up. Gets within 12 metres. What have Greece got here? Alex Arunas, inside pass to Tuilatu. The defence is there, wrap him up, tries to get the ball free. He actually did well to hang on to that in the end.
Yeah, he did.
Jake Vranos at dummy half. Here's George Sigarikis again.
Billy. That's Billy there, and yeah, flat pass there. Didn't have time to run onto it.
I think I've called them incorrect the whole game, George and Billy. Apologies. Here's Alex Aranos again. There's space here. Needed a good tackle here. Spins around. Defence is there holding him up. Pops out.
He's lost the ball.
Wow.
Adam Vranos. That could be it, actually. That could be the turning point. That defence.
Great stuff from Niue there. Here it is on the replay. Aranos runs to the line. Good shot there. Bumped out of it. Spins around. And look at that defence from Niue. Flicked it out, but it's just been ruled forward by the ref. Niue survive 16-8.
Well, full credit to the defence. They've done very well here in the second half.
Well, if Niue do survive and get to the final, we could have a big support out at St Mary's on Saturday.
I'm sure that we touch to Saturday too. It's on a work day, and I hope a lot of people get out there, not just Niue supporters, to support this tournament.
So Niue just need to hang on for 6.5 minutes. This is the big 26. Ikatula back on. Here's Wes Lola. He said he scored a really good try. It really got Niue back into it in the first half.
They did. That was a very important try. His experience with Newtown lifted them, and they needed that.
Here's a good run here from Alex Saney. To halfway, so Niue getting a roll on. He's up, a bit groggy there. He plays it very slowly. Luisi running the line, doing plenty of dummies. The defence brings him down. Last tackle now. Just a pay up. It's an awkward looking kick here. It's gone for Payne, but it's going to beat everybody into touch. Interesting there. They're up by 8 points.
In the end, it wasn't a bad kick. They wasted another 30, 40 seconds there. They are tied, but so are the Greeks. And I think they've done enough here to get through. And like I said before, I think that they are the favourites. And whoever they play, either Malta or Hungary, I think they're the ones that will take out the title. I think Malta and Hungarian fans will be, screaming for my blood, but that's just my opinion. Interesting statistic with the 4 semi-finalists: Greece, Niue, Hungary, and Malta playing today. Only 3 players are from the domestic competition.
That's brilliant.
Just 3, and they're all playing the Greek side. So you've got 3 teams there. That's a telling statistic there. So.
He gets the offload there at the far side. Still trying something here, Greece. Lysikarikis gets the pass away. Picks up with Zarunas. Lawrence Zarunas flicks it back inside to Stratus. Stratus running across field, and he's lined up and driven back there by the big forwards. Gatuli in there as well to help out.
Should have been thrown wide out. They had some chances, but Niue again, it's the defence.
Gatuli up to halfway. Amazola sees a little gap up the middle. Pinches another couple of metres. He's looking for support. Amazola, another good run. He's been a standout this tournament for Greece.
He has, and he's only 17 years old. A lot of people don't know that.
Alex Arenas. It's Vranos. Slips over there. Last tackle. Zampatides at dummy half. Alex Arenas again. He puts this high. It's a difficult one out there, but it's been taken well. Ulakitsa.
Not enough pressure on the Greeks there. In the end, it was a good take, but it's not enough pressure.
So Latrell, Schmkel. So good to see some one-out stuff here from Niue. Although it's not in their blood, they like to throw the ball around. See another one-out play heading into this. Well, we are into the final 5 minutes. Here's Wes Lola, one of the best for Niue. Ulakitsa from dummy half. Runs Filomona, co-captain in this Niue side. Got an injured player down in the background for Greece. It's Tuilatu by the looks of things. As Zeb Lewisi gets the kick away. Well taken there by Katsakonis. Good tackle there too.
I need to stop play here because Robert's there. I don't know. He might have dislocated his finger there.
See that wind's picked up again. So it died off. So just under 3 minutes remaining in this one. Just to let the viewers know at home that the clock on your screen is just a guide.
He's coming off, Robert.
Hopefully he's okay and got another injury scare. Can you give us an update from your injured player on the Sunday night, Terry?
Yeah, it's a Tyrone. He's fine. He got the all clear. His spine's fine. He's got full movement. He's got to wear a neck brace for 2 weeks because his neck's a bit sore. But he's here watching the game with the players. So he was keen on playing, actually. And that's probably the story of the day there, the Greeks.
Jake Varnos, he's had a good game, but unfortunately just had a little bit of a look. So the Niue supporters again go up.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
So the boys will take their time to practically scrum. The referees signal time off.
So the Greek supporters there's still one more game to go. The playoff for third. Greece will play the loser of Hungary and Malta, which is coming up next.
Play up. It's a good game. Chunky halfback, Alex Aronis trying to pinch the ball. He's locked it up. He smiles there as Zampatides again with a bit of niggle. Here goes big number 12, Turkey Jackson. He'll take his time playing the ball. Sione.
That's Giannis Orozoglu trying to get in there, and he's one of the players that plays for Aris Eagles in Athens.
Hello. And just a reminder, if you tuning into the stream and want to get involved with Niue Rugby League or the Greece Rugby League, best spot to go is the Facebook page.
Yeah, that's correct. The official one's the Rugby League, Greek Rugby League Association. Just send us a message if you want to get involved.
Mr. Marty Lakita just belts it over the sideline, chew up a bit more time.
And any player that's interested in playing, they must be registered with a club. They can't be not playing or haven't played for years. They've got to be registered with a club in 2019. Once you're registered and you've got a Greek background, because we need to do the checks, then you have a chance.
So the referee's just ruled time off again. How hard is it to do the checks of some of these players? Do you find out that they think they've got Greek heritage and find out they're actually Maltese? Or?
Well, we've had about 6-7 players that they couldn't play in this tournament because either it was a great grandparents born in Greece, or some of them were in the Greek Navy but they were stationed in Egypt and they were born in Egypt or Cyprus, so they can't play, which is tragic. So we're talking about that 7 players, and we've had probably another 10 injured. So but that's life, that's rugby league, and most importantly, we've got to get these 4 guys out from Greece to experience this, and they've still got one more game to go.
So Stratus will play this. He's going to run out of time in this one. Billy Sirikis, he's tried hard.
We're down to the last 10 seconds of the game.
So can they finish off the try? Big bump there. Alex Arenas trying to get around Jackson. Flicks out the back. Zampatides, he's going to fumble it. Kansakonis will pick it up. And that'll be it. Niue are through to the Emerging Nations World Championship final. They've defeated Greece 16 points to 8. The referee
hasn't finished as a penalty. She just played time off. Just call it off. I think that's Niue deservedly winners here. They played well and they came back in the second half. Some good defence.
Yeah, I said to Aaron McDonald, it was very hard to pick the referee up here, the white and the pink on the next to the Niue players. So Siane's been put on report there.
hopefully to be okay for the final, because I don't think any of these players deserve to miss the final.
So Zarunas, fine touch on that far side, almost caught by the flag. So this will be the last play. So is it round up, full start. So we'll go again. What will Greece do? Shy for the Hail Mary play. Zarunas goes out the back to Lawrence. Zarunas, he does a little chip over the top, but Pay is going to be back there to pick it up. So's Teo. Doesn't really matter, that's it. Finally, Niue win the World Emerging Nations Rugby League semi-final.
You're going to say they won.
Yeah, I know. I was like, when am I going with this? 16-8, Niue over Greece. Thanks, Terry, for joining us.
That was a pleasure there, and just don't forget that the next issue will have a full coverage of the Emerging Nations World Championships, and a bit of a niggle here. They should just, separate here. It's been played in good spirits here. Just let it go.
And now they'll shake hands. So, yeah, you can pick up all the news from the Emerging Nations World Championship in Rugby League Review. So make sure you pick that up in your local newsstands. But we'll leave you, and we'll come back with the next game, Hungary v Malta.